my name is Phạm Thị Tùng Chi, the winner of CigQuit 2025, the public speaking and communication contest, again, tobacco industry manipulation. And today, I'm going to tell you my story, and it all started with one small object. And can you see this? In my hand is an hourglass, and with every single grain of sand that falls, slowly, relentlessly, another opportunity, another moment of youth seems to slip away forever. There was a time when I looked at this very hourglass and thought to myself, I have waited so much time. I used to be that student, the one who's always stood at the top of the class, the one everyone believed would succeed. My dream was clear, to enter the most prestigious university. But then, in the exam season, everything started. I failed to get into my dream university. I disappointed myself. I so disbelieved, even though in the eye of my family and teachers. Fortunately, I was admitted to a top university in the country, studying a major that many people consider a prestigious. But deep down, I knew it wasn't what I wanted. With the mindset of an inexperienced high school graduate, I entered university with like a programmer scene, attending classes, doing assignment, but feeling nothing, no curiosity, no direction. I decided to take a gap year to suspend my studies, and honestly, it felt like giving up. But you know what? The most beautiful thing about an hourglass is that you can turn it over and start again. The moment I dared to flip on my own hourglass, to walk again on the path I once feared the most, was the moment I truly decided to begin again. Not to escape failure, but to rediscover a better version of myself. The first lesson I learned was this: failure is not a full stop, it's a pause that tests our courage to continue. For a long time, I believed that my dream university was the destination of my life, but that door closed. I finally realized what I truly needed weren't the prestiges of a school. It was a purpose behind my pursuit of knowledge. After I failed, I no longer the perfect daughter. I went to university with the mindset of a guest who didn't belong. But when I finally freed myself, I realized my worth wasn't measured by the entrance result. It's how I responded to it. My first semester, I studied half-heartedly. By the second semester, my GPA dropped to 1.54. So that's a brutal wake-up call. So I took a gap year. For an entire year, I hid the truth from my parents. I worked in sales, I tutored students, and my days slipped in a loop. New pressure, new exhaustion, and weight of making a living. I don't even remember how many times I cried or felt completely defeated. But deep down, I kept telling myself, this challenge appears because you have a strength to overcome it. I thought I was running away from failure, but in reality, I was quietly learning how to stand on my own, learning what it truly means to grow up. And that's when my second lesson revealed itself. Change begins when you dare to fail and take action. So I returned my university, but this time I don't feel like a guest. I not had to study. I want to learn. I promised myself to start again. I registered for the maximum number of credits. I joined extracurriculars. I put myself and to reconnect, and slowly I began love my major and grow with it. I realized that success is not about earning top grade overnight. It's into effort into habit and passion into action. I joined competition, including debate. The stage one terrified me. I used everything I learned in the failure years, sales, communication resilience, and poured it into my studies. and somehow my GPA rose from 1.54 to 3.6. I didn't just finish my degree, and I graduated with distinction, and I became the national debate champion. I became the proof that when you dare to change, you give yourself the chance to win. Ladies and gentlemen, our life not measured by the door opens for it, but by how we face just when opens just close. So if you are in the season disappointment, if you feel lost or afraid wrong path, I want a simple message for you. Turn it over and start again. Even if it's late, as long as you don't stop, extreme of successful will never rise again. But you can choose always turn it over and start again, because it's never too late to begin again and to let yourself shine. Thanks for watching.